Indie artists are struggling with music marketing because they're spending before they actually have a plan and strategy to make it work. So what they do is they take their money and they actually gamble on the ads. However, advertisement is not a slot machine. It should be approached with a plan to make sure the money is spent the right way. Now, I know a lot of you all do not have the time, and some of you all don't have the money. But if you're gonna make this music career work, you gotta learn how to market with time and money, and that's what we're gonna talk about coming up right here on the Music Money Makeover Show. So in order to make this foolproof, we gotta address time and money first, and then we'll let it trickle down from there. Check it out. Time versus money. If you have no money, then you gotta spend the time. If you have no time, then you gotta spend the money. And if you have no money and no time, screw everybody and shift out of your environment because something is not going right. Side note, money equals about a $10,000 increment or better when it comes to advertisements, and I'll show you why in a second. So for those of you all who have the money to spend, don't hold on to it. And I'm gonna show you where to spend it in a minute. I'm gonna give you the framework. But a lot of times you might have the money saved up and you saying, hey man, I don't know if I want to spend it. Well, let me show you how to spend it in a minute. For those of you all who have the time but don't have the money, man, you have to really prioritize that time, because if you got a lot of time, it shouldn't be spent doing other things. And I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. But if you ain't got both, man, we got to change some things up. So let's keep rolling. 10-to-1 content to ad spend ratio. If you have $10,000 to spend on marketing your product in the marketplace, $9,000 should be spent on organic content and product placement, and the other $1,000 on advertising spend. This is because once you are seen via an ad, the consumer likes your music, they'll want to see more, and you better have more. The consumer does not have time to wait. You don't have time or money to waste, and the consumer doesn't have time to wait. So this is why for every $1 you spend, or for every $10 you spend, $1 should go to your ad budget. That means the $9 should go to producing organic content, because I might see an ad one time, but then if I really like what I saw and I come to your page and there's nothing there, what was the point of seeing that? I'm not going to click follow. It's a waste of my time. I need to see something more like what I saw on the ad, but I need you to double down, triple down, or quadruple down on that so that I can see more of it, get entertained really quickly, and then hit follow, and then you can send me wherever else you want to send me. But you want to do that ad so you can get that follow or conversion. 10-to-1 ad spend. Spend time on that organic content first. For many of you all, it is not ad time yet. Slow your roll, pump your brakes. Indexing for customer due diligence. Building an index is crucial for creating the foundation and atmosphere for fan due diligence. An index is a catalog of content and media placed on a shelf in the marketplace. If nothing is in your club, why would fans keep going? It is your job to build the club. If all you do is advertise and nothing is in your club, you are now a false advertiser, or better yet, an amateur who wastes money and the customer's time. You're the equivalent of the person who has the dopest club flyer ever, and then when we get to the club, it's like, oh my God, this is horrible. Like, everybody knows that club flyers aren't true, but don't make it so blatantly true that it's terrible. It's a terrible experience. Again, it's a reiteration of what I said about the organic content. Index the content, make it available for us so that when I come back and do my due diligence after I saw the ad, we're good. Let's keep rolling. Organic content. More traction and deeper roots can be grown just by creating an organic content campaign versus a paid ad campaign. You'll have more time to grow with the pressure, develop the quality of the content, and create a paper trail for due diligence for all new fans that come in. A lot of you all think that, man, it's going really, really slow. I don't want to deal with the organic content because I feel like if I just run an ad, I'll get all the attention I'm looking for. With the organic content, you're learning how to entertain your fan base. With the ad, you're more so concerned on conversion and sales. And if all you care about is the money, then the people who will actually give you the money in the first place cannot be entertained on the organic content. Therefore, they're not going to give you the money anyway, because they know that this is a cash grab. And fans don't want to feel that way. So you got to start entertaining them with the organic content. Okay? Organic content will outweigh that ad platform or that ad spend. I'm not going to say 10-to-1, but it's going to outweigh it heavily, because once you run the ad, it's icing on the cake that can supercharge what you already did. So it will make the ad look like it's superior to the organic content when it's actually not. Let's keep rolling. We finally made it, paid ads. Paid ads should be used to amplify what already works. The reason why this is done in your position is because $100 or $1,000 or even $10,000 is very expensive to you as an artist or record label in the grand scheme of your current budget. You never want to run an advertisement on something that didn't already work unless the organic content is already embedded on the profile. And then if you got to run an ad, let's say you run an announcement for your actual fan base, and then you take that announcement and you run it as a retarget ad to the lookalike audience or to just the audience that you already have, or you run it to, you know, anybody else outside of your audience, it will work because the basis, people already are talking about you in the street. There's already something there. People are curious and they're only seeing you for the first time on the ad. So it works. But for the most part, you only want to run that ad on the things that already worked and then match it to a CTA. And then now we can create a big conversion here. Let's talk about influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is the equivalent of the free sample person in Costco, Sam's Club, or the grocery store. They already exist in the marketplace where your product is on the shelf. However, they are a paid display to increase viewership and listenership through the power of people rather than automation. This is called public relations. It's expensive, but worth the organic reach. In this case, organic or influencer is better than GMO advertising. The influencer will give you the reach of their audience, right? So you're reaching into their audience instead of letting the advertising platform or the platform reach into its mass audience to pull the people out. So if you get recommended by a person, it's a lot better than getting recommended by an automated ad, right? So because it replicates the word of mouth phenomena, if you will, right? So that's the good thing about influencer marketing. It's paid word of mouth that actually does really well for people or for artists, okay? Now here you go. Yeah, but I don't have the time. That's the problem. Eliminate the time wasters that are making you lazy or just taking up too much of your time. Phone, TV, club, gaming, social media, all of these things are time and money sucks. Unplug them, store the TV and the game away, and discipline yourself with the phone by getting it away from you or turning your notifications off to replicate a phone from the 90s or something like that, whatever. The name of the game is to buy your time back. That's all you're doing to create the wealth that you seek. I need more time than anything. If I have more time to do stuff, and I bought it back with the money, I guarantee you got money if you're able to buy your time back. That's the only way, that's the name of the game. So if you can do that, if you can eliminate the time wasters, then you can take that extra time and invest that time into creating the content that you need to create. It's discipline, man. That's all it is. All right. I wouldn't be able to do this show for this long, dropping 2 episodes a week, like in fresh episodes too. I'm not like clipping up stuff. Like these are brand new episodes that I write all the time. If I didn't have the discipline, if I didn't get my time back when I was working a job, if I didn't figure out a way to quit my job, I had to find the time. I had to discipline myself because I didn't want to work a job. And here I am. So what's the foolproof play? Spend 10% of your money on paid ads or influencer ads. Spend 90% of your money on an organic content campaign. Create an index of content for due diligence. And if you have no money, then spend the time. And if you have no time, then spend the money. Those are the 5 rules to live by when it comes to this, right? You can't mess up with this if you adhere to them. Of course, you got to apply this to many different steps and things like that. But if you live by those, you can't mess up. You can't screw your time up, rather. Get what I'm saying? And it gives a little less screw potential, if you will, to your money. Okay, but I don't have the money either. Create organic content with the tools you have now to create leverage. The money will show up. Do what you can with no money. Secondly, cut all unnecessary consumption, not time wasters, but consumption of these things to find extra cash to invest in your career. Eating out, drinks, food, DoorDash, subscriptions, etc. Take that money and invest it. Remember, anything that's worth having takes sacrifice to be a better you. It just is what it is. So the first half was we got to cut the time wasters. Now we got to cut the money sucks, the other money sucks, the things that you just don't even think about that you do that's second nature. Analyze what that is, get some of that money back. I guarantee you'll find like $200 to $300 in all of those money wasters right there. That don't matter. Straight discipline, you can find $300. You take that extra $300 you spend in a month, you invest it into the music. Now we got time and money. And we just had to get a little discipline going. We didn't have to ask nobody to borrow no money. We just did that. Now, a word from our sponsors, musicmoneymakeover.com. If you are a music creative or music executive looking to build your record label or publishing company in 60 days or less with a step-by-step foolproof process, jump into what they call the 60-day record label course today. All right, you'll be able to get some real funding for your record label. You'll prevent yourself from getting screwed contractually in this game, and you'll be able to cut that middleman from getting 15% out of your pockets out of the way. You can get started right now with the link below. But if this is your first time watching the channel, please grab my free stuff, 10 ways to increase your record label's profits. A free split sheet is included with the download. Let's talk about your upside really quickly. Using these marketing tactics successfully will keep you within budget and manage expectations so you can grow without losing yourself or your money. Lastly, this will allow you to maximize time. Let me say this. If you are making money at a job and you're saving money and you run this 10 to 1 ratio, you're going to find that money so quickly, along with the time that you're saving and the money that you save just by discipline plus working a job and putting away the money, and you begin to budget it. Oh my God, dude, before you know it, in 3 months, you're going to have the money that you need, or at least $1,000 if you got a job, that is, to actually make this thing work. So if let's say it takes you a whole year to put away $4,000, right? Then, oh my God, that's incredible right there. That means you got $400 to spend on an ad, and then you got $3,600 to spend on organic content. Now, if you can be disciplined to work it in tandem with each other and you can make it flow, oh my God, dude, if you can make it flow without having the money saved up and just know, okay, I'm gonna save this money, I'm gonna save this time, and I'm gonna pull this much money from my paycheck. Oh my God, dude, you got it. You got it. You got it already. You've already locked yourself into a regimen and a plan. But let's talk about a downside. Ignoring these tactics doesn't mean you'll fail, but it will become hard for you to grow, especially when you haven't built a business yet. And it's not even about building a business. It's strictly about the discipline, man. It's really about the discipline to make this thing happen, because it's going to get tougher and tougher and tougher. And then finally, all of the things you thought was tough will be delegated to other people, and then they're gonna get on your nerves because they're trying to get paid, but then you're gonna keep climbing the ladder. And then it becomes the scenario of Wiz Khalifa, work hard, play hard. Harder you work, the harder you play. And it becomes wonderful because, again, as I said in the video or earlier in today's video, the name of the game is to buy back your time. I don't care what business you're building, right? So if you were struggling with marketing, trying to figure out a way to kind of save some money or get some time to actually get the marketing thing down, you now have a couple more key frameworks to make that work. Music Money Makers, if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, jump into the 60-day record label course, grab the free stuff below, book a call on musicmoneymakeover.com, smash the like button beneath this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.